Hello, guys, and welcome to the Marathon of International Latin Champions. I'm Alessandro Scalora, and I am happy to invite all of you guys here. Now, before we continue, let's bring in my amazing host, Sima Salikhova. All right, there's Sima.
Hello, everyone. Hello, Alessandro.
How are you, Sima?
I am doing wonderful. I am so excited. I'm shaking in my seat because we have amazing guests today.
Yes. How's your day so far?
My day is great. It's only 1 o'clock. Day only started, but it's been good. Did my makeup. Ready to go. Ready to conquer the world.
All right. Very nice.
How are you doing?
Now, before we continue, let me make how am I doing? Well, I'm glad you asked. Let me make a quick service announcement. PSA, guys, I am currently in Florida. So if the internet is a little bit funny, excuse me. We're hoping, cross fingers, we'll have no issues for today. All righty. So it seems we have so many people connecting. We have Miss Fiatoro. All right. Hello, Firenza. Now,
Yes, Firenza.
Are you ready to bring in our first couple?
Absolutely.
All right. Now, our first couple, is going to be representing the country of Hungary. Let's welcome Andrea Silvestri and Martina Váradi.
Woo! Hello, guys. Hello.
Hello, guys.
Hello.
So I need to adjust the camera.
Go ahead. How's your day been so far?
We are fine.
Good.
It's Easter time, so happy
That's
Easter
right.
to all of you.
Yeah.
And to you as well. Yes. All righty. So let's start from the very beginning, you two. All right. How did you two meet? All right. And how did you begin to dance together?
No, you start.
Okay, so it's going to be 16 years in October that we met first time. Yeah, it's a long time. It was like both of us, we were searching for a new partner, and then I just got an email from him and from Caroline Schmitt, and then I just came in Italy. We had the tryout, and then everything started. So yeah, since long time.
Yeah.
Nice. Your side of the story, and
Sorry, say again, because the internet is jumping continuously.
all right. Let's try this. What's your side of the story? How did was it the same way, or was there any twists?
No, not twist. Actually, Martina said completely the truth. Nothing. Caroline Schmitt was my teacher, and she was start to sending emails to girls, because at that time I was searching for a partner, and she was the first, let's say, contact, and then she gave me few contacts, and the first one actually was Martina, and I continued to write, to type into her, and we organized this tryout, and actually to other girls I didn't really continue to write, so I was already satisfied with my choice.
Nice. Good. That's very nice. I know, he knows what he wants.
Yes.
Now,
exactly.
You guys have danced.
Exactly.
That's right. Now, dancing all these years together, you guys know each other very well. So, what is one word that describes each other?
For him, I would give precise.
Precise. Tell us why.
Because he's really like in organization, in dancing, in normal life. He's always really looking to get everything like really perfect, like really precise. And I think he's not really, let's say, not a typical Italian guy. Okay, so
Right.
He's really. Maybe the people are even not thinking, but he's like, even with the dirty clothes, he's making like everything like really tidy and getting back to the luggage and precise and doing everything. He knows exactly which day, which moment, which minute we're gonna do this and that.
Not always, but I try.
Very organized. Very organized.
Even in dancing, he
Vabbè,
has
sai
to
come
know
siamo gli
everything.
italiani, vogliamo mettere tutto da tutte le parti.
Bravissimo.
That's nice. And what about you, Andrea? What is one word that would describe Martina?
Okay, for her was a little bit easy, but I choose one word, which in one way can be everything, and another way can. I mean, it's a nice. I would say she's unique, but really, it's not because
Unique?
she's unique in many
Nice.
times into to do some stuff, and I'm like thinking why she does this, or this is normal, not normal. So that unique on that way. Unique because many times she came out with some idea that in my mind I was like, why I didn't think about this. I mean, it was like, so unique for me is unique. And then of course, because she's my unique is even better. So unique.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. That's amazing.
Alessandro,
Now, I'm sorry?
Take notes, Alessandro. Take notes.
Of course, yes. You are my unique lady, Sima, forever and always, all right? Now, let's talk a little bit about competitions, all right? How do you guys prepare, okay, for a big competitions? For instance, maybe a nationals or world champions, European. How do you prepare mentally? And then how do you prepare physically?
Well, actually, I have to tell you the truth. I would ask you the same because since so many now, I mean, time that unfortunately we are not competing anymore. So I really forgot. No, okay, I didn't forget. To make a bit funny of this situation, unfortunately. We should say, once upon a time when we were preparing for the competition, actually, okay, if we talk, depends. Okay, I always say to everybody who is asking how we do and what is our, let's say, plan about this. Mm-hmm. It depends. First, it depends which kind of competition you compete. Okay, if it's a ranking competition in your country, if it's a championship, if it's a normal, let's say, World Open, International Open, if I don't know. If you're a beginner, if a world championship, if it's a Grand Slam, depends. Okay, let's take the Grand Slam, okay, which in the in the latest 3-4 years, we are on 2 years, we are competing. It is our goal, okay, Grand Slams, mm-hmm. World and European Championship. Well, the preparation starts, let's say, nearly a month before, and we do a little bit more deeper. Deeper the practice. So we gonna do a little bit more details.
Taking care of the small things.
Yeah, taking care more. And the 2 weeks, 1.5, 2 weeks before the comp, we make everyday rehearsal like finals, 3-4 finals.
Yeah, it's very important in the last 2 weeks that we feel that when we get to the comp and then we don't have problem physically, so we can concentrate a little bit more on the mental things. If it's not our day on the day that we wake up, so we can a little bit more focused for ourselves, and if we don't have to lose time for the physical preparation, so our muscles are there, then the mentally way that we just have to catch on the day.
Right. Now, are there any, for examples, like exercises? Now, physically, of course, everybody has their exercise, but I'm talking about mentally. Are there any thoughts you have to tell yourself, for instance, I'm going to do this on this day, I'm going to feel these emotions when I step onto the floor? Is there anything like that?
Well, let's say like this. How to do on the moment, I don't know, because I always was a little bit of free in my mind. Let's say I am actually a little bit, I'm not saying living on the moment. And it's funny because as much as really I am very clear, organized, but on that day, I'm the feelings lead my dance. I know that is a good thing. I know that is a not good thing. So I know is a medal with two faces. You need to be good to use both of them in any situations during the comp. We were having how many years now? we had for a 3 years period, let's say like this, a sport psychologist to help
Nice.
us to be more focused and to understand our body, our mental, our mind, sorry, and how to deal with that on a day of a competition.
Mm-hmm.
And nothing.
For me, sometimes I'm doing meditation just the day before. This one,
Okay,
yeah, also the sports psychologist teach me, and for me, I need, because I really like to overcomplicate things as a woman. So I think everybody will understand. But yes, I need a little bit that mentally it's something relaxing me, especially because I'm trying to do everything always in the maximum, and then suddenly it gets too many things in my mind. So I have to do many times in important comps. I need the day before to do the meditation and just calm down a little bit.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. That's I can relate to that a little bit. My dance partner, I think, could a little more. She likes to think things through a lot. So that's a good trait to have. That is a good trait to have. It's not a negative.
Day, you wouldn't want to overwhelm yourself, so it's better to be freer in the mind rather than overcomplicate in the day.
Yeah.
Throughout your impressive dance career with all your finals, Europeans, World Championships, clearly you guys have many funny stories and crazy stories. So let me ask you, what has been the craziest experience at a competition?
Well, yeah, there are a lot, honestly.
There are a lot. Which to choose from, right?
Well, I don't know what would be the craziest.
Okay, I mean, there is from missing the first round because I was sure that I have stars, but I didn't have, or like there was a misunderstanding.
No. Maybe that
from dancing re-dance as the competition, and then do the final, actually 4th place.
Then there was one comp I still remember. We were first was Andrea, we were second, and there was a judge that didn't give us from the first round any mark. We get to the final, I changed my dress, then he marked us first. And then
it's for the dress. It's the unique dress. It's the unique dress.
You see, it's the unique dress. It's exactly. It's the unique dress. I said to you.
Yeah, he told us actually. Yeah, I haven't seen you in the first rounds, but I mean in the final. And I was like, yeah, because I changed my dress. And then he said, wow.
That's it. That's it.
So yeah, there are many. Yeah, this one.
Do you still have the dress? Is the real question.
Falling on the floor. Okay. Now luckily, and nowadays it's not happening anymore, especially with us. But yeah, falling, dancing, and suddenly see Martina. That one couple is taking Martina away. German Open. I'm staying alone like an idiot in the middle. Like,
yeah, they catch me. Somehow they grab me, and I was like already 3-4 meters getting
they
away
had
from
big party with Martina with locks in samba and goes away, and I was like standing alone. Turning and face another woman and start to dance with her because it was unpredictable. Once Martina was hitting me with the elbow, I was start to bleeding. But there are many things.
Oh my goodness!
Many.
This is great. You have stories to tell. This is wonderful.
Yeah. We have
war stories. They're war stories, battles.
Yeah.
In case anyone ever says dancing is not dangerous, they are wrong.
Exactly. I still remember once we were doing it like a really big competition at the beginning, and then we came out and I was bleeding both hands, and I was like, "What's happened?" Because there was a lady just during the rounds that he was like, she was doing this. I don't know how does it called really in English when it like itches like with the nail.
She was pinching.
Con la pincetta.
So we were like in the group of the dancers and we couldn't get out, and I got ow from both sides, and she was giving nearly to everyone because we were in a small circle on the floor, like crazy things, really.
That is crazy.
My goodness. Yeah.
That's it.
All right. So if we talk a little bit about the Latin dances, all right, so each dance, of course, samba has the bounce. Each dance has a characteristic. Paso doble is very dominant, very serious. So let me ask you, which of the 5 dances is your favorite and why?
we never have. No, I cannot say. We never had one dance only. It depends. We are really like, if we get deep, for example, one dance, okay, we start to say, I don't know, Martina, we need to improve our jive, okay, for example. And we say, listen, let's do our jive. Okay, we get not only motivated, but we try to find the way. We start to make a deep research. We go, for example, also to people like we did, for example, for our jive, we wanted to
Samba.
somebody says samba. We wanted to change our jive and put in higher level. So we said, okay, let's contact, for example, what we did, Neil Jones. And we went to England to make the jive with him because he was one of the greatest because he was studying a lot for West Coast swing and everything.
Yes, yes.
Also the shows. And we did it. So, and then there was a period that we loved it, the jive, to dance. After we did, for example, when we start to work with Franco Formica in the 5 years ago already, we get even more. We get very deep into samba, and for 8 months we were killing ourselves to make a samba, and the samba was something that was we were loving a lot.
Yeah, that was the dance that everybody was remembering on us.
Then, for example, I remember that we were preparing for one World or European Championship. I remember exactly. We were in France to Frederick, for example, and we did something like in the rumba, and the rumba was my favorite for 1 year. So it's like, how can I say? It depends. It depends. If we get deeper into dance, and that is what we like at the moment most.
It depends on like the emotions that you're feeling that day. Maybe one day you want to have like parties, so you do cha-cha. Maybe one day you're feeling emotional, you want to show more emotions in the rumba, right?
Yeah. It's just like, I think we became passionate for the work behind to get the dance higher or to another level, and that was what we liked. That's why that dance became the favorite on that moment. Then we start another dance, and we were hating the other one because we didn't practice maybe enough. I don't know, but so it was a little bit jumping. Maybe I don't know. Maybe like the love. I don't know, up and downs, whatever.
Very relatable. It's okay.
Yes.
Right. If we 2 seconds look away from Corona, COVID, this situation, what would a day in your life look like?
Sorry. Yes, because I have to say that Mr. Gabriele Goffredo is writing me messages. So the phone is vibrating. The phone is vibrating. It means that the phone is on a phone. And that's what's happening. Okay, let's do like this. I have to catch the phone. Okay.
Gabriele!
Yeah, guys, here we are. So a little bit more. No, Gabri, don't call me now. Sorry, guys. So this is live.
This is our life.
It's live.
Yes.
So our day in general, it's like we wake up in the morning and then we get to the gym, because now luckily we can get to the gym again because we have our official sportsman card. Then we have a lunch together, then we practice, and then we teach in the afternoon, or we have a group lesson, and then in the weekend we try to do something, but of course everything is closed also in Hungary, so really get out with the friends and doing whatever we would like to do, we cannot. But we are trying to find something, like also now in the Easter time we are with my family, so my mom and dad actually is staying with us now. Like
we
small
stay to
things,
them actually.
we stay to them now, and tomorrow we are going. So anyway, it's like really calm at the moment. We are really hoping that soon we're gonna get back to our normal life, but we are really fine. We are really
go
lucky
back to
that
the
we are
busy
healthy, all
dancer's
our family.
lifestyle. Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
That's good.
Yes,
Good for you guys, and hopefully that works out for you and everyone as well.
Looking just a little bit into the future. Okay, of course we don't look at our palm and say, well, this is what we're going to be doing. But let me ask you this.
Yes.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years?
Well, with this situation is a bit yeah, all plans are changed. Well, of course, in 5 years, I wouldn't like to compete anymore. Honestly, just not because I don't like dancing, but in 5 years, I see myself already with my family, with my own family. We would like to have kids.
Oh, that's amazing.
We'd like to create a new period of the life. Let's say like that, the new stage.
A new chapter.
Yeah, the new chapter is like.
I don't know if for you it's okay, but I can see myself in 20 or 30 years later. That's for sure.
Oh, interesting. Tell us.
Look, it's very easy. My son, football player. My daughter.
Per la Juventus.
Okay.
Per la Juventus.
Ma che cazzo Juventus? No Juventus. Take away Juventus.
Ok, Andrea, grazie per l'intervista. Ci sentiamo.
And for Mr. Gabriele that is following also me. I want my son play the final of a Champions League.
But for who? For who?
It doesn't matter, but Juventus is 7, 8, 10 years that does no final. So anyway, okay, I know after I have to talk with Gabri, I have to apologize to Gabri because he will not talk to me for, I don't know, whatever. Well, I don't know how many years, but he will not talk to me anymore. So my son will be a football player. My daughter can choose because I will have 2 child, a man, a woman, children, yeah. So the daughter, she will be maybe also a tennis player. Very nice, like Serena Williams.
Okay, so, interesting.
Father and mother, it will be at Maldive Island with a cabrio.
Okay.
And going to Miami, Cuba with and managing the money
I'm already
of the
here
children.
In Miami. I'm waiting you.
Perfect.
You see, I have very easy plans. He's like
perfect. This is what will be 20 years later. I tell you now, 25. I tell you now. So
okay.
So for the audience, I'd like to point out in our private chat, Gabriele says, Andrea, loser for not putting the son on Juventus.
Andrea is not making him in Juventus, that's for sure. That's for sure.
You know what? In 5 years, I think he's gonna live together with Gabri and going all the matches of Juventus.
Put Leo in the
Let me join. Let me join. I want to
Leo
join. I want to join.
Okay, then Alessandro will go with you.
Mamma mia, Alessandro.
Ovunque, comunque e dovunque.
Good, good.
All right, Andrea and Martina, thank you so much for joining us. We will see you later in this marathon for the group discussion.
Yes, thank you guys. See you.
Thank you so much.
Ciao, ciao. All right, Sima, go ahead and excuse them and bring our next couple.
All right, guys. So for our next couple, we have the wonderful Winson and Anastasia. We are so excited to have them. You guys are on. Hello.
Hey.
Hi.
Hello, guys.
How are you guys today?
We're very good. We're in Hong Kong at the moment. It's 1:30 here.
1:30
so
what? 1:30?
In the evening. Well, in the morning, actually. In the early morning.
Guys, I have to say right now, first of all, thank you for being here at this time. You guys look wonderful.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Oh my gosh, of course. I would have been knocked out at this time. So thank you
right,
so much.
Right.
So guys, now that you've mentioned actually Hong Kong, and I know that you guys are from different places, let's start with our first questions. How did you two come about representing Canada?
Well, I mean, we had 2 choices. And when we started to dance together in youth, our main goal was basically to represent a country for world championships. And, well, representing Russia is a little bit difficult.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So for us, the easiest way was to represent Canada. So because of that, we could do the nationals directly, and we had a higher possibility of getting the top 2 place in our country to represent to represent the country for Worlds. So we decided to choose Canada. It was a much easier option than representing Russia, because the competition in Russia, crazy.
Yeah, it is crazy. We know.
You know
Yeah.
what they say? No matter how hard you can train, there's always a 9-year-old in Russia that's better.
That's true. That's true. I believe that.
Yeah, probably. Okay, wonderful. I mean, look, strategy, and it's going great for you guys. So good strategy. So moving on, how do your goals now compare to the ones that you had when you both started dancing together? With everything that's been going on, tell us a little bit about that.
I mean, I don't think that our goals really changed. I feel like at least for me, when I started dancing with Winson, for me, the main goal was to learn as much as I can, to do the best version of myself, obviously, and like to do the best result, but together. I never relied just on myself. Like I was always thinking of us as a couple. So as a couple, we will always achieve something. So, and so far, I still think the same. Knowledge is the key, and yeah.
Wonderful.
Well, I think mine was a little bit different.
What?
I
Tell
mean,
us about it.
well, I think when you're young, you're basically striving for results. So
Mhm.
like a lot of times, like let's say I would set a goal like, oh, I want to be a world finalist. Oh, my goal is to be top 3 in the world 10 dance. My goal is to, I don't know, be a German Open finalist. So I was really result orientated. Yeah.
Mhm.
Now that I got older and the fact that we won the 10 dance in adults and we won it in under 21, I've realized like the result doesn't really matter.
Mhm.
It is about the knowledge. It is about how you dance. I feel like it's about, even for me, it's very important on how the other people see you and appreciate the art that you're creating, not about trying to be a champion. So for
Right.
me, that really changed from when I was younger versus now.
Yeah. And that's that growth mentality. I think, especially where you guys are now, I think from that on, these steps up, you guys start changing your mentality towards this. So, I mean, that's great. That's great to see where you started and how you are now.
Yeah.
It's interesting.
Yeah. And just, because I've been following you guys for a while, and I do love your dancing. I've seen you guys in person competitions. Tell us a little bit, walk us through your day. What do you guys do to when you prepare for a competition? Like, how do you prepare? What do you eat? How do you warm up? Is there some kind of routine?
We eat a lot
Good.
every time right before the competition, and well, a lot of times it's junk food, something really good. So basically, anytime we arrive to whatever location, Winson is going on with Yelp, or what is the
Yelp or
I don't know.
TripAdvisor or
Yeah,
just Google searching.
and he's searching like for the best whatever reviews restaurant, and we're going there. So obviously we eat a lot, and a lot of times it's burgers, pizzas, pastas, and all of
Or
that.
like traditional food from that country.
Good. That's what I was going to ask, actually.
For sure, because I mean, anyways, I'm going on a trip to a new country, let's say. I take it like a vacation. I mean, why stress myself out, go on a strict diet before the competition when I can just enjoy myself in a new country, see what's happening around. Like maybe I'll not visit this country for like a few years, so I don't know when I'm coming back. Like I just make the best out of it. Especially with food. I'm not a very big sightseer because walking tires me out. So it's not like I plan my trip and we need to go to this museum, this gallery, walk up the mountain and see this view. No, I'm just going to go into the city, eat some good food, go back to the room and just chill out.
Good. I mean, listen, to each their own. That sounds like a wonderful, wonderful. Now, actually, just like a little side note question to continue to this, since you're talking about eating traditional food from the countries, what was your favorite dish that you ate from a country, like their authentic dish?
Oh man. I think overall,
Yeah, overall.
I like Paris.
Mm-hmm.
So what about that food?
Or Marseille. Shit. One time we ate. What was in Marseille? We had this seafood. I had this seafood platter with like oysters and like shrimp, and then yeah, it was really good. And I like escargot, like snails, like French onion soup. We had like duck confit.
I love how excited he gets when he talks about food.
Yeah, like it's almost 2 a.m. over there. Like in the
I
morning.
still have one
I don't know, it's
question
really
to follow up. With all these food critics here, can you cook as well? Can you make a little something?
it's not like I can cook like just based off of nothing. That I can just whip some recipe up and it will taste amazing or something. But it's more like if I do choose to cook, which I don't do often because the cleaning process is insane.
Is annoying.
Exactly. I can cook, but I need to follow like a recipe kind of, and then I do by taste after for myself.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
But I still more or less need a recipe to follow.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine as long as you can make something. And to our viewers, by the way, backstage we have Charles and Elena saying, yes, French food is the best. So, Winson, we got some here agreeing with you. But wonderful. I mean, that's great to hear. And I know it was pretty difficult since you guys probably traveled a lot.
Yeah.
But moving on to the next question.
Actually, we missed half the question. We just talked about food and nothing about the competition.
Yeah, that's true, actually.
So
like, who cares about that?
how about we finish it up?
I mean, generally, as a preparation for the competition, I mean, it depends on the comp. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say for the 10 dance, I'm not a big. Well, I don't think we're not like doing like really intense stamina performance leading up to the comp, like a week before. I take that week super easy leading up to a big competition. We do the preparation maybe like
a lot earlier.
Yeah, like a few weeks before for sure when we get the most physical activity in. The last week is probably more mental. So let's say for the 10 dance, what we did the week before on one of the weekends, we did like a simulation of 8 rounds in a very short period of time, like a 10 dance competition.
Uh-huh. Wow.
Yeah, so we did the same scheduling, but we even made everything shorter.
Like without the breaks.
Basically without breaks.
Wow.
So that really helped me, not really physically, but mentally on the competition a lot. Because like during the day of the comp, I was getting tired, like in between, I think in between the rounds in the semi, because the music becomes super long. I don't know why WDSF is doing this, but yeah, for attendance, no complaints actually. But but I was like mentally saying to myself, like, shit, 1 week before I managed the 8 rounds in such a short period of the time. Why am I getting tired now?
Mm-hmm.
So then that really motivated me and made me push myself that it's like I managed it a week ago. I can do it now.
Mm-hmm.
And everything else went smoothly.
Great. Listen,
Yeah.
viewers, if you're watching this, maybe try it. Let us know how that goes. Let's try. Let's make it a trend, a new challenge.
8 rounds doing it by yourself in the dance studio alone is
It's a killer.
torture.
I'm sure it is. That sounds torturous, but it looks like it works. So,
Yeah.
maybe it's a new thing that, people got to try. Kudos to you guys for really doing that.
Oh, by the way, yeah, Spanish food is amazing too. I forgot to mention.
Yeah, we can see Edgar right
Yes, I mean, that is next level too. Oh man, I completely forgot about that.
We need a separate recipe chat with all of everyone so we could throw in our
Yes.
recipe.
We need a new segment for Scalora DanceSport just for food.
Here we go.
Yes, for sure.
So now moving on to the next question, because we did talk about you guys, how you were back then and now mentally. If you could go back in time and give yourself a piece of advice, what would you tell yourself?
I would say spend less time in the dance studio and go explore, try new things.
Mm-hmm.
Because when I was young, I felt like I was spending the whole day in the dance studio. But I felt like, now that I'm thinking about it, I felt like I was wasting time, because it's like I'm trying to put in, like, let's say 8 hours a day in the dance hall, but I'm basically spreading that 8 hours lightly of practicing, instead of doing 2 or 3 hours of really intense practice and just leaving from the dance hall to enjoy other things that could help my dancing. Maybe trying a different style of dancing, maybe taking, I don't know, acting classes, maybe, I don't know, just recovering, going to fitness. Because I felt like I was just like, let's say, having that 3 hour of practice, but spreading it in 8 hours. So then I would be wasting time. And now I feel like I wouldn't have done that, and maybe find time to explore another field of art to help my dance career.
Okay. But it all ends
Yeah.
up to helping the dance career. Yeah. Anastasia,
Yeah.
how do you feel? What do you think?
Well,
What would you
for
say?
me, well, I agree with him, but I don't feel like that was like that big of a problem for me. Like I was okay to spend that amount of time. Plus, I still did some other things on the side, so like I don't feel like I wasted my time. But what I would suggest or tell myself, that I shouldn't get too attached to some people's opinions, because they often, if they're too criticizing, they don't let you follow your heart. So yeah, I know a few situations where I should have followed my heart, but I was too attached to some people's opinions. So I was like, okay, they are probably right, so I better not do it. So and now I regret it. So
Well, don't regret it. Don't regret it. It's just something that maybe you're saying this now out to people that are currently experiencing this. Maybe now you're going to change their mind. It's experiences, nothing to regret. But okay, that's wonderful. Now, Winson, we know you have a brother named Winston. And not to confuse anyone, he does have a brother named Winston. So we wanted to know a little bit about him, because Alessandra and I found it so fascinating that your names are so close to one another. Does Winston also dance?
They're so close that I thought they were twins.
Yeah. Actually, it would be awesome if he would be my twin. I think it would be hilarious, but unfortunately, he's much older than me. He's actually my half brother.
Your half brother, okay.
Yeah, my half brother. So, I mean, I heard that he tried dancing, but nothing serious. But he's actually a pro biker.
Wow.
He was doing now he's retired and he stopped, but he was doing for many years cross country mountain biking.
That's interesting. That's really cool.
Yeah. And now he's living in Taiwan, and he's I don't even know what his job is. He's like a bike fit person, where he's positioning pro bikers on the correct posture to get the optimal performance while biking and maximum efficiency, or something like in that realm.
That's
of
cool.
thing.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the way that you're explaining it is the way he probably explains your dancing to people. Especially
Maybe. I hope so.
especially when it comes to ballroom dancing, not a lot of people know about it, or the technique thing. So don't worry. But that's actually really cool. And kudos to him for doing that as well. That's awesome. And
yeah, it's pretty cool.
To ask you both, who do you guys look up to and who motivates you?
well, for me, I'm motivated by two people. First of all, it's my father, because somehow anytime I talk to him, I don't see him very often, especially now.
Yeah.
But anytime I talk to him, I just get this kick of energy that I'm gonna like push myself on doing, because he's like the sort of person that never ever complains. He is doing like such an insane amount of work and everything, and so he's always there for people. So when like I talk to him, I get inspired, and that motivates me. And probably the second person who really inspires me and as well motivates me, because for me inspiration is basically equals to motivation. If I'm inspired, I can do anything. It's the ballet dancer Sergei Polunin.
Okay.
I really enjoy. I watched a lot of his interviews. I watched the documentary about his life, how he grew up and what he came through, and it's really really inspiring. So yeah.
That's wonderful to hear. And it's very touching. Touches close to home. How about you, Winson?
I think my motivation changed as throughout the years. So I think as a kid, I think like Michael Jackson really motivated me, inspired me. Like me watching his YouTube videos, copying how to do the moonwalk. I mean, that was like a big period of my life, I think.
Yeah.
And then me remembering, like, let's say I had a period when before every competition, I still have like a bunch of Latin videos that I downloaded from YouTube, so I can watch it without internet, just in case if the internet, like I don't have internet in my hotel room, that I have like a playlist of videos that I kind of repeatedly watch before the day before my competition. So it's like basically a mixture of all, like, okay, it's only Latin and ballroom dancing, well, Latin dancers. So it's like a list of many Latin dancers, and I have just like a bunch of videos, and I just keep on rewatching those videos. That, and I think now it's not like a specific person or someone that motivates me, but I feel like something can just trigger randomly. So maybe if I would watch some cool video on TikTok or on Instagram, or me having an amazing lesson with someone or some interview with someone, that can just somehow trigger, and I just feel inspired and motivated, like just randomly.
Right.
So I can't really pinpoint exactly a specific person at the moment now.
Well, that's great. Then people of the world inspire you.
Yes.
Yeah. And speaking of TikTok, because you mentioned it, we know now that that is the app of the generation, and we know that you both are on it. So tell us, throughout the last 2 years, especially with everything going on, which TikTok trend has been your favorite?
I'm a savage.
Yes.
Classy, bougie, red.
We love that. That was the era. That was when Corona started.
Actually,
It
this
was
is the only one I
amazing.
remember.
It took me 4 months to learn it. Hold on, guys. Let's do it. It goes.
I don't remember it.
Savage. What is it? Classy,
bougie, ratchet. I don't remember. Something, Dana. Yeah.
What's happening? What's happening?
Yeah. Winson, you as well? This is your favorite trend?
No. Actually, I'm not a big fan of trends. I think the best part of TikTok is creating your own.
Okay. We're gonna hold you to.
Actually, I have one. Okay, I'll try to find it.
We're gonna see it here.
Show it.
I don't know if. Wait, where's that Britney one?
Oh, Britney one. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Anastasia,
that was the best one.
you watched it. Well, well, now everyone has seen you. Was that you? Was that?
I mean, I had the best time making it. Like outside, it was still kind of chilly, and I had to take all my clothes off. It was so funny.
But the death drop at the end, wonderful. Guys, I'm just letting you know that there's so much that you can do in your dance routines. That is what you can do.
This is your new highlight in Paso, okay?
Oh, man. Stay tuned for that, guys.
Can't wait. We heard it here first. First of all, again, thank you so much, Anastasia and Winson. You guys are wonderful.
Yes, guys. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Stay tuned for the group that we're gonna have.
We'll be seeing you guys.
Thing. And thank you again because I know it's super, super late for you guys. So thank you.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. We'll see you guys soon. That was wonderful.
All righty. That was amazing, Seema. That was. Hold on, Seema. Hold on. Let's do it one more time. You ready, Savage? Hold it. I'm a savage. Classy, bougie, ratchet.
Like that.
I already forgot it.
I barely knew it, but you know, we're making a.
I don't know. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Now let's welcome our following couple. Now, before we bring them in, this couple represents my favorite country in this world. I'm sorry, Italy. Italy is at number 2. Don't worry. Okay, USA at number 3. But this following couple represents my favorite country, my favorite culture. All right, guys, you ready? Representing Poland, we have Edgar and Alina. All right, Seema, let's go ahead and bring in Edgar and Alina.
Yes, we are bringing them in. Oh, they came in separately. Hello, Edgar, and hello, Alina.
I'm in shock, eh? I was thinking that you say that you say that you represent Spain. Hello.
I was in shock. I expected also that you will say Spain.
No,
I'm in shock. You are the first person who said that Poland is fantastic. Oh my God.
Poland, I love. Yo puedo hablar español, pero a mí me gusta Poland. I like
Alejandro.
Poland. How are you guys?
We are great. Actually, I'm in Italy now, and he's in Spain. That's why we are. And then we go to Poland together.
Nice. Now,
then we meet in Poland together.
Okay, good. All right. Now, before we continue, since he's in Spain, are you excited for the 5th season of La Casa de Papel?
A lot. Yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, all Spain now is waiting because you know that the actors in the Casa de Papel, before the Casa de Papel, they were not famous at all. And after La Casa de Papel, I met so many people that they start to learn Spanish because of that. La Casa de Papel. And also Elite is another serial also in Netflix, so famous. And everybody now, I'm learning Spanish because I don't sing English. I want to sing Spanish because it's better. And it's amazing. And
I agree. I actually watched both of those shows. My favorite. And I watched it in Spanish with subtitles. Because that is the best way to watch it.
But guys, it's so easy, Spanish. It's so easy.
Polish, I'm trying to learn.
Es muy fácil. Es como el italiano. Es muy fácil.
Sí.
Claro.
You know, you said that you are in Florida, yes?
Sí. Yes.
Yes, because we were the last year in Miami in a competition, in the end of the year. And it was amazing for me because I didn't say even one word in English, everything in Spanish. I spoke Spanish every time. All the Dominican, the Cuban people, I said, oh my God, where I am. I'm not in US. It was so nice.
That is Miami.
No, it feels like Cuba. It feels like Mexico. It doesn't even feel like the United States.
I love it. So nice.
Yeah.
Good.
All right. Now, since we talked a little bit about America right now, maybe America, but what is your favorite country you have traveled to and why?
Alina?
So actually, I wanted to say that when we were in Miami, this was the first time for me to be in America, and it was really amazing for me. It was short time that we spent there. It was only a few days. If I could stay longer, for sure next time we will take a longer time. So I would choose probably Miami, that I really like. So United States, and I like Singapore.
Nice, Singapore. All right. And what about you, Edgar?
Me too. Actually, I was thinking all day about this, and me too, Singapore. We were a few times for a comp, and oh my God, I love it. I love the people. I love the so clean country, so nice, everything there.
The atmosphere, the culture, nice.
Yeah, so nice. And also I love like the mix of cultures because we're so mixed. Everybody was there, and I love it. You know,
I love my country. I love Spain. Like I know everybody feel this. And I also love in Spain, there are people from everywhere. And this is what I like it a lot from Singapore. And was so nice, so nice. Of course, we saw all the tourist places and the best area. For sure, maybe we'll have some not so good places. But in general, we like it. We like it a lot.
It's great.
Mm. I do have to say, I really do love Spain. Spain, and you know why? I'll tell you why. Maybe, I don't think this TV show is international, but Seema and I, we know this TV show. So there's this show on Disney Channel called The Cheetah Girls. And the Cheetah Girls flew to Spain and Barcelona to perform. And that performance was amazing. And I was like, I want to go to Barcelona because of that. So my dream goal, actually, Edgar, I'll tell you this. I want to open a dance studio in Barcelona,
Alejandro,
Spain.
because from today you are Alejandro for me. Alejandro, encima you are invited to. I'm leaving 30 minutes. I'm here 30 minutes from Barcelona. You are invited to Barcelona.
I was in Barcelona before, and
Yes.
That was one of my favorite spots that I visited, and it was just. I just want to go again. I'm taking you up on this.
I've never been, and I'm so sad because Seema's been. One of my best friends, Claire, has been to Barcelona, and I've never been, and I want to go so bad.
You need to come.
I love it.
So nice. You know, the sea, the food. Actually, the food in Spain is so nice. And okay, if you want that I introduce you Spain, don't worry, because I so for example, when we go to Poland, because we go very often, of course. In Poland, Alina is putting the face, but I love Poland. I like so much Poland, but she knows that I love Spain. I love everything in Spain, even if it's stupid people. I love the stupid people in Spain. Doesn't matter. And doesn't matter. And you are invited, guys. Of course, you are invited. And here the situation is changing a bit, and it's a bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Summer, we go to the beach. We dance a little bit of flamenco, a little bit of no problem.
Yes, flamenco. Oh, excited. And then,
me encanta mucho.
Alina, I hope that when we go to Poland, you take us to the best places.
Of course. Yeah, I'm still surprised that
even Poland.
He really is the first person that I hear loves Poland.
Yes, we have to do this. Okay, look, we have to do this. First, we're going to go visit Poland next month, okay? Then the following month, we're gonna go to Spain, okay, guys? Seema, let's make it happen, okay?
Oh, that's possible. And then, guys, the viewers again in the chat, Charles and Elena, saying you should come to Paris. They're saying better than Barcelona. I've also had a layover in Paris. Gorgeous. We are coming there as well, guys. We are coming to Paris, so that's the next one.
We'll come everywhere. I haven't seen the chat yet, so. All right, guys, let's talk a little bit, all right? Let's talk some morals, all right? What character trait, okay, do you value in your coaches and in your students?
Good question.
Alina?
Now, normally it's Edgar when he needs to say things.
But I'm so gentleman. Please, Alina, my queen of Poland. Please, my queen of Poland. Today in this interview, you have 1 point more than me. 1 point for Poland, 0 points for Spain.
So gentleman. So actually, for both, so for the student and also the coach, for me, the most important thing is that they are honest with you. So I think if they don't say you the truth, so they want to be in both cases, actually. If they don't, for example, for the coaches, because they want to be nice with you and they don't want to say you the truth, really, this I think is not working. So I appreciate.
It's really, not good.
Yeah, I appreciate really that when you really dance bad, I prefer to listen. That was not good performance, or I'm going in wrong direction, then trying to, in nice way, say that maybe, I prefer to hear the truth. In my case, Edgar.
In my case, for example, for my coach.
And what about you, Edgar? What do you think?
I love that they use time to know me. Because I think to help one person, it's very important to know this person, really to know so deeply to the person. And I love that my coaches, they try to know me, to know what in which things I'm strong, in which things I'm a bit weak, and in these things to help and to help me the best in my dance career, and also in because the dance career is important, but also when we finish dancing, what else? We have so many things to do, and I love that they prepare us also for these new situations, because for us is we think that the last competition in our life will be, and now what else? Yeah, and it's important that they prepare us. And for the students, I also love when the students are really hard workers, and they have always illusion for dancing. They are always hungry for dancing, hungry for dancing, for to learn and more and more and more. Because like this, you go forward and to smile always.
Yes. Hungry for the knowledge. The knowledge is power.
Yep.
Yes. Now moving on, what is one aspect, right? One positive aspect and one negative aspect about each other?
I'm first. Let me speak.
Oh! Valida, come on, Poland.
Okay, this is very easy. This is very easy. So the positive one, he's really hardworking, really, like really hardworking. I don't know other person that can be really more than him. And negative, that is this is easy.
Alina, stop.
So,
my time. No,
so
no, you don't need to say.
I hate when he doesn't answer me for the phone or even the message. So when I write message to Edgar, and maybe you know, because when you wrote to him, probably he answered after maybe one day.
No.
So I hate that he doesn't answer.
No, it's not true. It's not true, Alejandro. No, I answered him so fast. No. Oh my God, no, it's not true. It's not true.
He did answer very fast. Actually, I will have to tell you this. I sent Edgar a message, and I think he responded after like 5 minutes.
Wow.
I'm
So you are the first person, I think.
I'm proving, Alejandro. But now, sorry if you send me again, Alejandro, the message, I will not answer because I expect that you will say your favorite country is Spain and you said Poland. So, darling, you wait 1 day at least for my answer.
Okay.
So, my time. You know, I think that the positive
Will do.
The positive and negative thing for Alina, it's the same. She's so good organizer. And
Okay.
she control everything. It's positive because sometimes we go to the airport and I arrive to the airport and I ask, so where do we go? Where do we go, Alina? And she says me, you don't even know, you don't even have the ticket. And this is good. The negative is when it's too much control. I say, Alina, please stop. Too much control, too much. You know, what she said is funny because the first time years ago, we had the first session with our psychologist. You remember, Elena? And we said that, okay, say me your problem. And Alina said, you know, I'm Polish and he's Spanish. We have different culture and we have different character. And he said, okay, guys, wait. I know the problem. You are a hard worker, Alina, and he's so lazy and Latin man. And she said, no, in this case, it's the opposite. And the man said, what? No, it's not possible. I said, yes, it's possible. So it's true what Alina says. Yeah. She controls too much.
It's like
today so many messages.
Alina and Andrea are very organized people.
Yes, I'm more with Martina. Yeah. Too much. She sent me today so many messages. Do you remember? You remember? Yeah, I remember.
Because he's able to
That's
don't present on the interview. I know him. So I need to...
Wow. Easier. So moving on a little bit, let's talk about professions. If you were not a dancer, okay, what would your profession be?
So actually, I would always, I love to be a singer. When I was younger, I wanted to be a singer, but when I'm singing under the shower, better than nobody hear me.
You know, when you go to the shower, yeah, and you put your music and you start to sing, yeah, and then one day after the comp, I think, or before the comp, Alina comes so serious and says me, Edgar, I'm a good singer. I said, what? Edgar, I'm a good singer. No, Alina, you are not the good. Look, I have a very good tone. The tone. I said, Alina, no. And then she started to sing with the song and said, okay, off the song, continue. She started, and what I need to say before the competition, yeah, to get her motivated. I said, wow, Alina, yeah, you have a talent. You have a talent. Oh my God. Oh, guys.
Because when I was small, I was recording myself. I put the song, I record myself, and I would say, wow, it's fantastic. But then when I was listening...
You know, I have to say, I'm exactly the same. I love to sing, but I cannot sing. Like if I start,
but you're
Martina, mi sono alzato, oh, bella ciao, it's not going to come out right.
Yeah, Alessandro, but you are honest with you.
Ecco, my dance partner is always saying, Ale, stop singing. You are a dancer, not a singer.
Yeah.
But you are honest with you. Alina, she thinks that she's winning Houston.
It's okay. The other day, there was a song playing with Beyonce. I thought I sounded like Beyonce. And then I was recorded, and I looked back, and I was like, oh, my God. Not Beyonce. Alina.
And what about you, Edgar? What would your profession be?
I think I would be ¿cómo se dice? Psychologist.
Psychologist.
Yeah. Sí, psychologist.
I love to
Interesting.
listen to people. I love to help the people. I like, and even with my friends, or even in dancing, yeah, when the people have some problem, I like to help, and I feel that this is nice. I would love it. Yeah.
Now, talking a little bit about psychology, let me ask you a little bit of a psychological question. Why do you dance? What do you feel is your purpose?
Yeah. Edgar, you say?
You.
So actually, this question I ask myself many times because it's many years we are dancing, of course, and I don't have the right answer for this, but only when I was thinking in my mind to wake up one day and to don't go to practice, or to don't have my plan to go for the competition, or my day without dancing, only to think about this was very difficult for me. So I think that when you start, when you know that you want to dance, and when you start, you cannot stop. Some dancers was asking me that they have doubt to dance or not to dance, and I never in my life had a question to myself, I stop or not. This never happened. So I think it's from when I was a kid and I saw some dancers, and I say to my parents, this is for me. This never changed for me.
Wow.
Tu?
Me?
Sorry, I'm having a little bit of technical difficulties, but yes, I agree. Dancing is like a drug. You never want to stop. It's for the dancers who do choose to make dancing their career. I think we can all relate to that feeling. That was very good. And what about you, Edgar? What is your response?
I feel I'm born for dancing. In my family, we are not even only dance sport in this case, because in my family I have a cousin that she's flamenco teacher. I have a cousin that they have a flamenco group of music. Another is contemporary dancer. So the music and the art, let's say, was always in my house and in my family. And I think I dance because I think it's my best way to express myself. Always I believe that how you dance, how you are, you dance. And I think to dance, and that magic that you can make between your body and the music, it's amazing. And plus we have in DanceSport 5 opportunities, let's say 5 dances, 5 ways to express yourself. I love all type of dancing. So between ballet and hip and salsa and bachata and flamenco. And I think how when you listen to music and you can express yourself through your movements, and how you can, like a sponge, to use your body in relation, and in our case in relation with another person, with our partner. I think this is amazing. And I dance because the level of difficulty, it's amazing. And this because I'm hard worker, like Alina says, I love it. I think, of course, there are many ways to express, but I think this way is always, every day that I wake up, and plus in this period of time that with the coronavirus, you wake up and you say, but we have nothing to do, we don't have competitions, but we continue practice, we continue go to the gym, we continue are there because we love it, and it's more and more interesting every time. And more adult you are, more interesting I think is.
Couldn't agree more. Yeah.
Yes, that's true. So exactly, that was very good, very eye-opening. So like I was saying earlier, it's like a drug, dancing. You just never want to stop. The feeling you get is just like, as soon as you hit the floor, you're like, all right, it's like my safe spot, a safe zone, when you feel comfortable. This is your,
and you know,
this is your,
plus
it's
I
yours.
Say that I love music, like all of us, we love music. And now the Latin music around the world is really famous. Everybody knows Maluma. Everybody knows all the electro Latino, reggaeton. And here in Spain, we listen these songs every day, everywhere. So for us are like summer songs. But for me, to go to Moscow, to go to Thailand, to go to Toronto, and to listen all this Latin music, it's amazing. It's amazing.
Tomislav.
I
Thank
agree.
you.
I agree.
Yeah, we have a nice moment.
Now for our final question. I'd like to ask you, if you could leave a legacy or a message for upcoming dancers and champions, what would you say to them?
Miss Nowak?
So for me, it's connecting with what we say. If some of them start to dance, they cannot give up, never. So they cannot let also other people to change their way, and to don't let them to achieve something. Some of all of them can have dream, and they need to go for it 100%, and don't let other people to change their mind, and don't let them to do this.
Hola.
Very good, very good. And what about you, Edgar? What would you say?
You know, after so many years dancing, I think try to be yourself and follow every time your instinct. Be yourself on the floor. Show yourself, because we compete. We need to. The public needs to clap for us. The judges, they need to mark us. But we need to try to every time be ourselves and to follow our instinct every time. Sometimes don't be afraid. Maybe yes, no, yes, this, no. Maybe they will like, they will not like. Go for it. And if this is a mistake, you give the head to the wall like boom. But this is because don't let to be afraid and to be scary. This stop you. Follow, go, make mistakes, and like Alina said, don't give up and stand up again, and don't stop. But follow always your instincts, because the dancers, we need to follow always our heart and our instincts. Like this, you will be unique. Always. Don't be a copy. No, don't copy. Be yourself. Jump, do this, or whatever. Doesn't matter.
Amazing. That was beautiful. Thank you so much for saying that. That really That was eye-opening.
Yeah,
Amazing.
it's also important for what
All right,
Edgar to
guys.
say to leave the stamp. So
Yes.
you will be unique because you will leave something because you were special. You were not copy of somebody.
Yes, agree totally.
I agree. I agree 100%. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining us today. All right. We will see you right back as soon as we do our group discussion, guys. All right.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you, guys.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, Sima, go ahead, please. Excuse.
Yep. Thank you.
All right,
Thank
Sima,
you.
go ahead and excuse them as we introduce our next couple.
Yes.
All
wonderful.
right.
So that was
Now,
great.
our next
Thank you,
couple,
Alina
ladies
and
and
Edgar.
gentlemen.
Sorry to
Sima,
sound.
Go ahead.
I'm so sorry. You're a little bit laggy, but it's fine.
Sorry,
It
I'm
makes-
having a lot of connection problems here.
No problem. No problem. But thank you, Alina, and thank you, Edgar. Next, we have representing France. We have Charles and Elena. I'm going to bring you guys in right now. Hi, guys. How are you?
Hi. Hello, guys.
Hi, how's everything?
Everything fine, except actually from yesterday, we're again in the lockdown in France. Like
Oh
it's
my
lockdown. So,
Oh,
but
no.
part of this, we're feeling great. Huh?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good day, beautiful day. So everything is good.
Good. Love the positive energy. I'm sorry that that's happening, but it's already like, I think all of us had like 10 lockdowns at this point.
It's true.
Yeah,
True.
Let's just hope that things get better. But thank you guys so much for being here with us. You guys look wonderful. It does look sunny where you are. Maybe it's the lighting.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
It is exactly.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be with you today.
Yeah, you guys as well. So just to jump right in, the first question that we would love to ask you guys is, what emotions go through your head as you walk onto the dance floor? What do you feel?
When I walk, personally, me, I'm stressing a lot and praying a lot. This is about me.
That's all.
But no, actually, I try to be focused. Yes, when I go onto the dance floor and calm. Yeah, I would say just calm, focus and calm.
And I would maybe add like happy, of course, with a little touch of stress, which is always a good sign, I think. And like Charles said, yeah, we try to stay calm, but you know, sometimes the stress, for the competition, it makes you a little bit like this. But
yeah, how do you guys try to get over that stress?
Well, I tried to do yoga, but didn't work out for me.
At least you tried.
Yeah. No, actually, I just try to maybe think about something positive, or maybe just to think about a place where I feel good, and just try to feel this just before to enter on the floor. Yeah, something like this, and this will help me very much.
And for me, I would say it will be a little bit like to stay in my bubble. So maybe just before going on the floor with Charles, I prefer to be alone. Yeah. To be calm, a little bit, to cut everything around. And then when we go together and I take his hand and we go to the dance floor, it's already better. I feel already less stressed.
You guys take hands and you join in that one bubble together.
Or maybe I take his hand, or I just grab and I put all my stress.
Actually, one time happened that she didn't take my hand. She took another partner hand. This one time happened in one competition, I remember.
Yeah, and then I was like, yeah, it's true. I was like, I take the hand.
And I was in the back and I was like, what are you doing?
Too much concentration, I think. Yeah, it was funny. It was funny.
That's onto someone else, so you guys didn't have to worry that competition.
Yeah.
Poor guy. Well, it happened, you know. But with talking about competitions, who do you guys wish was watching every performance that you guys do?
So personally, I would say if it still could be possible, I would say my parents, because always when they were around watching competition, it gave me some strength, also a little bit of stress, but you know, you feel a little bit, you have this pressure, but a good pressure that you want to dance good, to share great emotions. And then maybe I would say as well our coaches, if it would be possible, every competition would be nice to have them around.
Personally, me, I was thinking about it, but I don't really know, or I don't know. I don't have really somebody that I would like that watch all my performances, but I would say I will be very happy the day when I will watch myself all our performances and will be very happy about it. This will be one thing that I will be really proud of myself. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. I just yeah, actually, I don't have really somebody.
Just yourself. I know, because we're very self-critical. You know, we are harsh on ourselves. So I don't know. I don't know if that's gonna come, Charles. I hope it does. But I don't think.
Yeah,
I also hope. I hope one day.
One day.
No, of course, you know, sometimes I like it. It's not like I will not say I will always hate it or something. There are some really good, and you have so many videos on YouTube. So of course there are some good performances and sometimes not so good. So I'm like, yeah, sometimes it's good and sometimes I even cannot watch maybe.
Yeah.
I could tell you guys that I love watching you, so don't worry. I love watching.
Thank you.
So with this going on, because we know that you guys, so into dancing, how do you guys like describe, does dancing make you a better person, and how does it make you a better person?
Actually, yeah, we're a little bit talking about this question because it's a very interesting question. I would say, of course, dancing make us a better person because we learn so much through it. Yeah, like the experience in dancing, it's not only about the dance, it also maybe helps you somehow in real life. So I would say, yeah.
Yeah, and me, I would say what I think for me it will be balance. Like in life, you need to be balanced. I think, for example, you need to have your knowledge, but you still need to have your feelings. Be aware of your knowledge, but be aware also of your feelings. Maybe also be aware of what you understand, but also your intuition. And also maybe just, you have to have your feet on the ground, but at the same time, you need to be a dreamer. So I would say this is a balance. And this has also helped me a lot in life.
That's so interesting that you bring that up, because personally, sometimes I feel I get stuck between, should I dream about this and try to achieve it? And then I'm like thinking about reality. But I think that balance is a great, great point that you brought up. That's interesting. Thank you guys for that. And yeah, that is a good question. Alessandro, kudos to you, because Alessandro came up with this question. It was great. And so
that answer was very nice. It was intriguing, very eye-opening. It made me wake up. So thank you for sharing that with us.
And so in a time like this, especially, I think everyone's struggling. It's hard, but not only now, just in general. How did dancing help you in your darkest hour?
Okay, if I start now.
Yeah, you can start.
Actually, I don't think I really had a lot of dark hours. I think I'm quite lucky. So I would say maybe if I have a bad day, dancing will help me just to be in the moment. Yeah, I'm actually, when I'm dancing, I feel quite in the here and now, and this helped me a lot and makes me happy. Yeah, for example, if I listen to samba and if I want to move, I feel this, this feeling make me happy. And I actually also the simple thing, dancing, to do the thing that I love the most, and plus to do it with the person I love, and also my coaches, that I also love, then therefore it just makes me happy, do the thing I love with persons I love, sharing it with the person I love. That's it.
And I would say, for me personally, maybe during our dance career or in real life, if I was sad or happy or angry, whatever, somehow the moment I was entering in the dance school, in the studio, when you take again the hand of your partner, you start maybe, I don't know, just warming up or dancing. somehow it always helps you. Yeah, you can maybe at the beginning you're not feeling it, but then few minutes later it's coming up. And also, like Charles said, it's also help that you're dancing in the couple, so you're two person, so you're never alone. Always someone is behind you, you know, to help you, to guide you or wherever.
Yeah, no, agreed. I think that it's great. You guys also have a great relationship, and it's great that you guys, you know, have each other, trust each other.
Actually, we danced together for so long. We actually danced together for 16 more. Actually, when we were hearing Andrea and Martina saying, actually, we almost like them, or maybe even one.
I think
year more.
In October we're gonna have like 17 years dancing together.
Oh my
so
gosh!
We're almost the same, but a long time.
Congratulations!
Wow! Yes. We'll make sure to message you guys on October. So yeah, long time. I hope that I could last that much. So moving on, who has given you the most support for your dance career?
You want to start?
For sure, for me, for sure, my parents. For sure, my parents, they support me, and they're still here and supporting us. So for sure, even I would say that my mom was the one who actually take me to a dance school. I actually didn't want to dance at the beginning, and she took me to the dance school, and I actually loved it. She was right. I loved it right away. And after that, my parents always supporting me when I was a kid, of course, financially and also emotionally. So still now they help me very much emotionally, especially now in this time. It's not so easy. So for sure, my parents, and of course then also our teachers that we work. I work with my teacher since I'm a kid, so also them for sure.
Yeah, I think I would say the same things, little bit like Charles. Of course, my family, my parents. Especially for me, when I moved in France, I was 11 years old, so they made a lot of sacrifice. You know, they moved in another country just that I could be able to dance with Charles. You know, and then of course it's the everyday support. Maybe like also they were traveling a lot during the competition, so it was very important for me. And of course, like Charles said, our coaches, Frank and Joan. I know them for almost 16 years. They were by our sides, So I think we're very grateful and very lucky to have them.
Yeah, you definitely are. I think it's a big support group, and that they're consistently supporting you guys, and that's a wonderful thing to have. So good for that. Good for you guys for that. And just because we're talking a lot about like you guys and the couple, we wanted to know, how do you guys set goals for yourself and the couple, and what is the thought process that you guys have with each other or by yourselves?
Well, I think first, you need to set your goal. You just need to set what you want to achieve, what you would like to achieve, and what motivates you. And then you just set your goal, and you try maybe step by step to go to the,
finish point.
To the future. To the future. But I think in dancing there is never really a end moment. You can always learn more and do more and express more, whatever. I think maybe, and if you talk about result, I don't think really that if you just want to be world champion or whatsoever, then you're just world champion, and then then that's over. I think this is not really interesting. You want to go even further that. So and then I would say for myself, I try to visualize a lot. And then so this will be the first thing, and then I'm thinking, okay, so if I want to go there, what I need to do that and that and that, and then for me it will be this.
I think the same, and of course when you set the goal or whatever, I think you do it as a couple, because again you're two people, you're not alone, so it would be nice to have the same goal and not to have the opposite vision.
I think for a successful partnership it's important to have the same goals. I think this is important if you want success.
Agreed 100%. Of course, because as in ballroom dancing, of course, it takes two to tango. So of course, you have to share the same goal. And if one has another one and one, so it does make sense. I agree. All right, guys, thank you. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I said in this case it takes two to cha-cha.
Yeah.
Yes, in this case, two to cha-cha, two to paso, two to jive. Yes. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you actually right now because we're going to begin our group discussion. All right, Sima, go ahead and bring everybody in.
Yes, I'm going to bring everyone in now. Hello, everyone.
Hello, guys. Long time no
Yay.
see.
Yay.
All right, so just the champions. There we go. All right, guys. So let's do this. While everybody's let's do it like Zoom, okay? So for instance, when one is talking, the rest of us will be on mute just to make sure we're all good to go. So let's go ahead and go on mute for now. Now the question, we're gonna do one question in this group discussion, and I want you guys to really just think a little bit, all right? So here's the question. What or how do you wish to be remembered? So either how do you wish to be remembered or what do you wish to be remembered for? All right, so let's do this. Let's go ahead and have Mr. Andrea and Martina go first.
Why me the first?
I'm gonna do it first.
Okay, let Martina. Okay.
For sure. In my case, I would like that the people are remembering through my dancing and through my personality on the floor. For sure, not in my case, not about, as Charles and Elena said, that it's not about to set only the goal to be a champion.
Uh-oh.
I think we'll get them back, but does anyone in the meantime want to answer this question? Let's have Charles and Elena. Alessandro, can you repeat the question?
Yes, all righty. So the question is, what or how do you wish to be remembered?
Go. Well, like for me, like Martina said, for me it's the same. I would like to be remembered as a personality and on the floor, yeah. Maybe somebody different than the other, and for sure much more this than the result. And I don't know if I talk about art. There are so many artists who actually inspired me a lot, and I would just like to be an inspiration for the young kids. You know, as these people inspired me when I was a kid, or right now, I would like to be an inspiration for the kids. This would be for me.
I totally agree with Charles. Yeah, I would say the same. To be inspiration, to let your print, to inspire the others. Totally, yeah, I agree.
Great, thank you guys so much. Now, Winson and Anastasia.
Yes.
You go first. And this is a tough question, actually.
Yeah, but
this is a really tough question.
I think a lot of people have similar answer. It's all about being individual,
being
very
unique, authentic.
Yeah, so but I think there has to be something very specific about your personality to be remembered. It can't be just a general thing. So I completely agree with Charles about inspiration. That's a big part. So I don't know. I would say probably the same thing. Personality is what makes it.
I feel like for me, let's say when I was young, as what I answered on the question you asked me, I have like my list of videos. For me, I want that when I retire, my let's say, the style or whatever that I created, someone will copy that from me. And when I will be judging in the future or watching a comp, I'll be like, man, you copied me. And I want that to be like a signature of like Winson, that like, man, you took Winson's style kind of thing. And I think that's so cool because like I like to copy people because I feel like copying it is a way of learning and creating your own style by combining different ways and finding what you're good at. So I want that some kids would be copying my style in the future.
Well, if you do your death trap and paso double, then I think that maybe eventually.
Yeah, I hope.
The splits and the Roomba.
Thank you guys so much.
Yeah.
Let's have Alina and Edgar.
Nowak.
Ecco. No, because he gives me today always the way, so I don't. I'm not used to be first. So just when you was giving this question, I think all of us was just thinking about this, and first thing what was coming to my mind was what I could answer to be different than them. So it's exactly what I was thinking. How I would like to be remembered, to be totally different, to be remembered, to be unique, and I just come to my mind what Winson said. He would like to see some Winson style, and if you remember Brian Watson, he was amazing, but nobody could copy him. You couldn't see any more copy of Brian Watson. So I think this is for me the unique, to be unique.
And Edgar?
Yeah, I'm the last one. So what I say?
I'm agree with all of them.
My personality, to be unique, special, copy. Well, actually, I'm agreeing with all of them. Yeah, it's true. So for me, I would like if the people remember that everything what I gave on the dance floor was real, was me, was real. Maybe you like, maybe you don't like, but was real. And I think everybody needs to think about that. Don't be real, be yourself, be unique, special, whatever. Be yourself. Show. If you see a video and sometimes laughing on the floor and sometimes, so more real you are, I think more you arrive to the people because more close to the public and even to the judges you are, yes? And of course, like Winson say, it's so nice if in the future you see people that they try to copy, but is what Alina said, it's true. My favorite dancer was always Brian Watson. And I remember I saw some kind of type of dancer that they tried to copy, but it was impossible because I think was him. And yeah, something like that, mix of everything.
Thank you, Edgar. Yes. And Andrea and Martina, I know that you guys were booted off for a second. Would you guys like to answer the question as the last couple? You're supposed to be first.
Sorry, just the connection went out and we realized that we talked to a phone, but there is no one. So it's like,
now you get to do it again.
Sorry. So everybody start again from the beginning, yes? Okay, first of all, let me say, because everybody's here, that but Martina also, deeply miss all of you guys. Charles, Elena, Winson, Anastasia, Alina, Edgar.
Amore,
Edgarito!
Ai, amore, che ci vediamo qua nel marathon.
Bravo.
We need to organize a marathon international to see each other. This is not good.
And I can see that, Charles, you cut your head because all of us, we are growing and you cut.
That's what I call unique.
You know what? During the first quarantine, I actually cut it myself.
Oh,
Yeah, and it was so
I
short.
actually cutting myself really short, and now they're growing again. I'm happy.
good. Okay, to be back. Actually, I didn't listen all of you because I had really problem with, then I went out the connection. But I can say
Budapest.
I'm completely agree with all of you. So that's for sure. No, but I mostly with Edgar because it's true.
Listen only Edgar.
Edgar, I could listen him actually.
Because you hear only him. You
I
listen.
was,
The last moment I could
Andrea,
catch
I was a
Edgar.
resume of everybody. So I was a resume of everybody.
So I'm reviewing even double time everybody. It's fine. Perfect. So
No, it's okay. That's how I answer in university too. In my classes, I agree. I agree.
I'm agree. Yeah, me too. Me too.
I
Me too.
So, Alessandro, I think we could ask the next question.
Yes. All right. Now, actually, that was our group discussion right there, guys. All right. I'm very intrigued by all of your responses. Now, I'm not doing the university thing. I listened to everybody, and I enjoyed all of those responses. My favorite was Edgar's, by the way. Sorry, guys. Anyways, so let's go ahead, Sima, our surprise special guests. All right, are we ready?
The group discussion. Are we just adding them? Do we just add in the special
what
guests?
we're going to do is we're going to dismiss everybody except for you and I. And we're going to do the special guest. Sorry for my internet. I'm lagging here. And sorry about that. But yes, we will excuse everyone. And then we'll bring them back after the surprise guests.
Okay, great. See you guys soon.
Before I introduce our first surprise guest. Now,
go ahead.
Let's get with our first special guest. All right, our first special guest, America, apart from us, is the one and only our president, President Ken Richards. Let's go ahead and bring him in, Sima.
Hello, President.
Hello, sir. How are you today?
Oh, you're mute. Hold up.
Oh, my.
I got you. I unmuted you.
Sir, you're on mute. Yes.
Thank you for having me. It's a great opportunity to be here. And I understand that your goal was to raise the age limit and lower the dance level. So that's why you brought me. Is that correct?
No. Sir, no. No, sir. No, sir.
You wanted to raise the average age. Okay, good. Okay. Thank you. I'm honored to be here with all this talent.
Let's get right into it now. As president, as president of our federation, USA Dance, what would you say is your biggest responsibility when it comes to international relations?
You know, the international relations is always a big question. It was a big question during the election for my position. The balance is what's important for all presidents of the federations to strike, right? So we have to, of course, support our home country, our home federation, but we have to recognize that we do that in a brotherhood with the 92 other member countries that make up the WDSF. You can't excel unless everyone excels, which is a beautiful thing about a dance partnership, right? The boy or the girl doesn't get better unless they both get better. So the USA, I think, should play a role to help, from our perspective, guide, work with, educate, and I think that from my past years of experience, where I was actually inside the presidium of the WDSF. One of the things that I learned firsthand in participating in those international meetings is, because English is the primary language that the WDSF conducts business in, many countries are not that comfortable. All of the documents, all of the materials, everything is produced in English, and in some respects, an interpretation of English, maybe from a group of Swiss lawyers or a compilation of different people. And sometimes they don't understand in other countries what that might mean. And one of the things that I always did was try to sort of hold the hands of my, fellow presidents in different countries and say, you need to understand what that new regulation means, or you need to understand why that's good for you or why that might be bad for you, and play that somewhat consultative role that I think that we can play. And that's important again, and to grow the federation and grow dance. We're all doing this. We don't dedicate the time and the volunteer effort without a love for the sport, and we all want to see it do better. So I think that's really the goal.
Great, thank you so much, Ken, for that. And to move on to the second question. What is your biggest goal in the first 100 days of your newly elected position?
Yeah, everybody loves that 100-day mark.
It's just a thing.
It's just a thing, isn't it? Well, I think the goal of the 100th day is to get to the 101st and to continue from there. Most of what I think has been happening in USA Dance's inner, management and governance circles is development of the team. And post-election, and when a new president takes position, all the committees start from the beginning. All of the different support groups have to be reformed, and there's a number of processes inside the bylaws that mandate how this is supposed to be done. So a great deal of what we want to accomplish is going to be accomplished through people, and I can't do it by myself. And we are building an amazing team. The takes a village analogy is really important. It's very true. And USA Dance has so many arms, from the collegiate side to the education component, of course, the sports side on amateur and professional fronts, and of course the social dance aspect of our organization. And all of those need to come together. And then we're all into this big shadow of the pandemic that needs to be resolved as well. So it's in some ways it's given us a nice opportunity to spend those 100 days building a really great team. And I am so thrilled with the people that have stepped up and said, I want to be part of this current administration. I want to be part of what's going on now in USA Dance and part of where it's headed. So that's really what it's about. What happens next?
Yes, sir. I would like to actually congratulate you. I think all the volunteers who are excited to work under your leadership, and the new leadership is very to the next level. I think we're all in a very positive, happy mood. Of course, it is hard work, but it is hard work we are all happy to do now. Yes, sir. Now, let me ask you this question, sir. Because of course we're all in the dance industry, of course, who is your mentor in the dance world?
That's interesting, and I heard you sort of talk to some of the couples about that too, from the coaching perspective, and for me, I think that all of us become a compilation of our life experience. So being the old guy on the call, I want to say I had a longer opportunity to have more mentors. And I think that different phases in my career, whether it was dancing or teaching or business, different people struck me different ways. And one of those people, somebody that very few people that are listening will know, is a gentleman who was the president of Arthur Murray International when I first took my job as the marketing director there. Was George Tice. And he was actually the owner of the very first studio that I started in as a dance teacher. And he would guide me in what he thought was the right way to proceed through the business of dance. And luckily, he convinced me to be a dance businessman. Otherwise, I'd be out there competing with those couples that you had, and that wouldn't be good for me. And from there, I think that a lot of formative years and a lot of good mentoring came from a good friend of mine, John Kimmins, who taught me a lot about the dance world, the dance politics, the different countries, how they work together, and an understanding of that aspect of things. And then I think the most recent mentor was a man who was inside of USA Dance for many years. I've talked about it, Mr. Peter Pover, who was a big part of the formation of USA Dance. And he took me to my very first WDSF annual general meeting and some competitions, and began to introduce me around, explain to me how the election works, explain how the different processes work. So he really did take that role with me to help me, again, in the sort of the path that I've chosen to help dancers. So I think my wife is saying she's also a major inspiration in my life, which is
yes,
absolutely true.
Yes, yes.
So
now, sir, for our final final question, let me ask you this. It's a deep. What legacy? All right, we've been talking a lot about legacy during this marathon. So let me ask you this: what legacy do you wish to leave on the Federation of USA Dance as president?
yeah, well, I don't think anybody has, anything to disagree with. Everybody wants a legacy that you can be proud of, something that you can say, I did this, I accomplished that. I'll borrow a statement, politically correct or not, from the other president from Delaware, which is the Build Back Better kind of idea. And I think that the idea is to bring USA Dance back in many ways, and from the fact that it has gone down, and that's not a secret, in its membership. So bring back this membership, but also build all of the initiatives in a much stronger way, especially through education, because in many ways that hasn't happened. And with that, it ties in to making our athletes and our social members more active and more interested in dance just in general. And, so that maybe in the future, when you're having one of these presentations of Latin champions, that we actually are interviewing a U.S. couple that's a top finalist in a world championship. And I'd like to see that happen again. So it's bringing the U.S. back, bringing it back better, so that we are filling some of those top ranks. We are in some of the leadership roles again internationally, and everybody is talking about the great education and the social programs that we've done. So I want people to say, Ken Richards did that.
Thank you so much, Ken.
You're welcome.
And as dancers and members of USA Dance, listening to this,
yes, sir. And I think under your leadership.
Sorry, Alessandro. Sorry, I was just saying that this gives us hope, and it gives us just kind of motivation and inspiration that this will happen, and that we have a lot of hope in you. No pressure, but we do have a lot of hope and trust in you, and hopefully this will happen not just for us, but also the future generation of wonderful dancers. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you. Thanks for having me and letting me tell that
a
story a little bit.
Message of hope.
Good.
Thank you so much, sir. All right. Let's continue. All right, sir. Well, I'd like to first off thank you so much, sir, for joining us on this Marathon of International Latin Champions. All of your answers, your message were very clear, inspiring, and of course, hopeful for our future. Our future seems to be moving forward in every direction possible, sir. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, sir. Have a good rest of your day.
All right.
Great. I love always hearing from Ken.
Alrighty, guys. Now, he's amazing. He is.
Yes, he is. Go ahead, Alessandro.
All right, guys. Now, for my next treat, all right, guys, I am bringing to you my favorite couple, all right, my favorite all-time couple, all right. I can't even find the words to describe, all right, how much I am in awe of this couple. So, without further ado, the only introduction that they need, ladies and gentlemen, from Moldova, Gabriele Goffredo and Anna Matu.
Hello, guys.
Hello, hello.
Hi.
Thank you very much for
Hello.
this introduction.
Amazing introduction. Thank you,
Hello,
Ale.
guys.
How are
Hi.
you guys? You guys look wonderful.
Oh, hosting
Thank you.
guys.
We are just amazing, let's say.
Yes.
We are very good. What about you two?
Alessandro?
I am amazing because I am in Miami right now, enjoying a little bit of vacation.
Oh my God, excuse me, eh?
Well done.
Oh my God, that's good.
Yeah,
That's
he
good.
keeps bragging about it. I'm in cold New York, but I love it. I love the city. Things are moving along.
Well, it sounds good. You are in Miami, you are in New York, we are in Molinella. A town that probably that you really don't know.
No, but it sounds like a very pretty name. I enjoyed it.
Exactly. The name is very pretty.
You know, actually, you know these. I'm sure you know these guys. I did lesson the other day. I was working with Stefano and Oksana from Mindolia. I've been working with them the last few months. So Molinella is a great place.
Absolutely.
No, for
Right,
sure,
for
sure. But let's say
question, right?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead. My internet here is really, really laggy. Go ahead.
We're ready. We're ready for the questions.
Yeah, ready for the question.
All right, let's do it. So now, as everybody knows in our industry, you two are about to be parents. So what are your emotions while you're waiting on Leonardo?
Well, I said to Anna when I knew we was in holidays last year, and I was in my hometown, and then when she tell me about the news, I feel like even more emotional touch that when we won the first title in the world champion. So it's very difficult to describe, but for sure I'm really
really happy. Yeah, of course.
Very happy.
This boy already has his own songs that we are listening, and while we are listening, we are let's say the truth. Let's say the truth. We are crying, but of course we're looking forward to see him, because we didn't see him because he never showed his face and so on, because he's very active. But we are looking so much to become parents and to see him
and to see his face, to know him. You know, it's very at the moment. It's
a very exciting
we don't
feeling.
have, yeah, exactly.
Now, first off, we're gonna go ahead, Sima. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's nice because I don't know if you guys remember, I took a lesson with you a few years back.
Of course.
Yeah, of course we remember.
You guys remember me, my ginger partner?
Yes, of course.
Going strong.
I said to Anna previously that you are the partner of
Ginger. Yeah.
Yes. And so we remember you guys talking about when you would potentially have kids and how you guys want kids, and it's emotional for us to also see this, this happening. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to bring up. But Alessandro, you go ahead, darling.
Now, before we continue with the questions, I'd just like to say that if your son will be a soccer player, we're going to take Andrea Silvestri's son, make him a soccer player for Juventus. I don't know what Andrea's out here talking about, not wanting to be Juventus.
Ale, Andrea get confused very easily,
Yes,
so,
he does.
It's the same things with Jim. He sees something that is not real. Last summer we was together, and I said to him, Andrea, how is possible? You have no muscle on your body, no muscle in the leg. So actually, I stimulated him to make his body better. But anyway, he sent me pictures, and I said to him, Andrea, you are so much far away from me anyway. So it's the same thing with football, It thinks that Milano is same as Juventus, but there is no way. I think, Ale, you know that.
There's no possible way. Forza Juventus, ovunque, comunque
Exactly.
e dovunque.
Sempre, sempre.
So,
always.
Let's continue with our second question. Now, if it seems like I interrupt, let me excuse, because like I said, the internet here is really bad. But second question.
Don't worry.
What is the biggest thing, still on the topic of Leonardo, what is the biggest thing you wish to instill in your son?
Well, basically, to be happy, the first things for me is that he need to feel happy and feel free to do anything he like, because very often parents give a little push to in a way to do the things that you as a father or mother he wants to do. My priority as a father, it will be first that he is always happy, of course, and healthy. But the second thing is that he can choose anything he want to do in life.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't matter that we are dancer. He have to choose. This is something that for me is really important.
And of course, another thing for important, I think, is the education in everything, in life, in everything. So for me, it's very important that he's getting a good education to become a good person in everything.
Yeah.
That's wonderful goals you guys have set. I think that, you know, you guys will give so much love to your first son. And yeah, no, that's great. That's wonderful. And I couldn't agree more, Anna, about the education in life. It's very, very important. Couldn't agree more, you guys. So moving on to the third question. This is a little bit about you guys. When did you understand that dancing was going to be your career and your life?
Well, I think immediately. I'm not sure about dancing, but for sure something with sports. I say this many times in my life. I always feel I love to compete. I love to compete. I love to win. So for sure, when I was young, the only things I have in my mind is to win something, want something, to run and win, to, I don't know, play football and win, doing something that makes me satisfied with a competition, something with that. Then I start to dance, and it was even better because you can do this with a woman, which I love it. So for me, it was.
There he understand that this is his life, you know, when he found.
No, and also because I love the music. So from when I was 11 years old, I really love the music. I also love to sing, but I'm very bad. So I choose to dance better.
There was a thing about Alina also wanting to be a singer.
We're all just terrible singers. We should just make one song, the three of us, you, Gabriel, and Alina, just singing.
No, better.
I think I will leave you two to sing. I will just be spectator.
No, for sure. I agree with Gabriel because actually the same thing is for me. I love to compete and I love to win. This is the truth. I love to compete in everything, absolutely. But I understand that dancing is my life since I was a kid, and because I like the competitions as Gabriel, and I love to win. And then of course, dancing, you born in this. I mean, is there inside, so you understand that this is your life. Correct.
Agree with you.
100%. Yes. All right. It is for someone like you, Sima, us, everybody else, the champions. Dancing is like you said, it's our life. We make sacrifice. We make a living off it. It's our profession. It's our heart, emotion, and soul. So, yes, I agree. Now, I do have a little special surprise for you two. Now, for my team, so the Volga Dance Academy, okay, we have a team, a club. And for my younger guys, so the students of this academy, I did an essay contest. So this essay contest the topic was, why do you think Gabriel and Anna are one of the best in the world? And so they had to write an essay on why they thought this. So the essay that I picked, the essay that won, was written by Miss Elita Rothman. Now, I'm going to read it off to you. It is a very nice essay. And she has a question for you guys. All right, now here's the essay. Growing up dancing, I never really knew about many champions, but I've always enjoyed watching Gabriel and Anna. They were one of the few couples I knew and loved. I remember watching their championship and thinking, wow, he turns so fast. She moves her leg to every beat. But as I grew older, I realized they weren't just dancing as a sport, it was love. Their expressions, their moves, their looks and glares, they really loved dancing. I watched many of their interviews. I watched as Gabriela proposed, which was beautiful, by the way. I watched them dance in Japan to that samba song that is always in my head, and watched as Anna's legs moved and slid and pointed using every muscle in her body. I watched as their eyes met, you could see the chemistry. From the 5 world championship titles to the 3 European titles, they will always be on the top of my list. The connection between them is just impeccable. And being completely honest, I don't think it's just me who sees this, but every time I watch these two, I am reminded why I fell in love with dance in the first place. To conclude, I believe this couple is very strong, connected, and powerful. They'll remain on top until the end, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is why I think Gabriela and Anna are the best. I wish them my best, and I can't wait to see their newest addition to the family. Now, Miss Sima, if we could please bring in the author of this amazing contest-winning essay, Miss Elita Rothman.
Absolutely. Hello, Elita. You are on.
Hi.
Hello, Elita. Hi.
Hi. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your amazing message.
I just want to say you guys are one of my favorite couples and I love to watch you dance. And my question for you today is, do you guys have any sort of special preparation, diet, or warm-up before a competition? Maybe like maybe a special preparation or a chant or meditation? Anything that special that you guys do?
We have all of them.
We have a lot of this.
Yes.
A lot.
We have the diet. We have a special preparation before especially before world championships, grand slams, and so on. So of course, a special warm up because every dancer, I mean, has to have it. It's a routine, let's say like this. And if it's functioning, this is good. Absolutely. In our case, it works like this. And of course, we have a routine in everything. Absolutely.
Yeah. And if, let's say, we can give you a small advice, give really much important to have a correct diet, proportion, of course, to your age. So you need to eat everything. And also have a really strong preparation, which we believe in our situation, it was something that helped us to reach the top.
Exactly. Absolutely.
And another advice I want to say that you are very beautiful.
Thank you.
Che bello. So, yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you so much. Miss Sima, if we could please excuse Miss Elita Rothman. Great job, Elita.
Bravo.
Such a sweet girl.
All right. Yes. Elita is one of our amazing students in the Volga Dance Academy. All right, Gabriela, I'd like to thank you two personally so much for joining me and Sima and the rest of us on the Marathon of International Latin Champions. I cannot wait to see you guys again in person. I remember last time I saw you in person was at the German Open Championships in 2019, and it was really shocking watching you guys. So
it was the best day of the
hopefully soon I'll be there.
Actually, next year.
But anyway, guys, you will have a chance to see us again because we will coming back to the dance floor, of course.
And next year, the World Games will be in America.
We are not planning to retire.
In Alabama.
Oh, yes, baby. We want to come in Alabama.
I'll go to Alabama.
Look.
Yes.
Let's say this for the record. If you guys come to Alabama, I will host you in my home. You don't need a hotel, okay? I have big home, and I will personally host you guys, all right?
Okay.
We'll come for sure.
With pleasure.
Absolutely.
All right.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you very much. Good job. Well done.
Again.
And we wish you all the best.
You guys
are
amazing.
You as well. You as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much.
Ciao, ciao.
And hello to all the other friends
guys
that are there Hope to see you soon. Bye.
Yes, thank you. Sorry, guys, I actually don't know where Alessandro went, but I will add everyone now back onto the stream. Oh, I think Alessandro's back. Alessandro, darling, speak to me.
I apologize. I am so sorry, guys. I just like to apologize to everyone. My internet today is just so mind blown by all of this information. What are you feeling?
I'm honestly the same way. I mean, all this information, all this insight, these couples are all amazing. I think we should bring them back on just to say
Let's bring everybody back on, all the couples, all the special guests, and let's say a final goodbye. As for Winson and Anastasia, it's 3 in the morning.
Thank you, guys. Again, thank you. Elita, you are back on with us as well. Thank you for being here with us, guys.
Mr. Scalora, at the World Games, you invite all of us in your house.
Yes. I'd like to give you my been a pleasure.
Speaking on behalf of Alessandro as well, we just want to say thank you for all of you guys for being here. And for, I know it's late for some of you guys and in general for being here for basically 2 hours. We appreciate it. And you guys have given us such wonderful, wonderful information that hopefully this touched a lot of dancers, non-dancers as well. I know it touched me. I know it definitely touched Alessandro, even with his bad connection. But you guys are all so wonderful. So thank you so much for being on here.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank
It was a pleasure.
Yes.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, guys.
All right, guys.
Hello, Anton.
Hello, Anton.
Hello.
Hello and goodbye, Anton. Because of
Bye.
Hello, Anton.
Winson, party all the night.
Bye, guys.